Hey everybody, I'm Delicia. Thanks for stopping by for my first in many, hopefully to come, of coffee videos. So these are going to be brief little, quick discussion, quick little snippets of coffee advice, if you will. Today's topic will be water temperature. So again, very quick and straight to the point. What temperature is your water when you brew your coffee? We're going to talk again later in different videos about different types of brew methods, coffee beans themselves, different types of roasting, all that fun stuff. But let's stick to a very basic and very important one, which is what temperature is your water? Personally, I brew mine at 201 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's that nice little range that most people will tell you that you should stick between, 195 degrees Fahrenheit on the low end up to 205 degrees on the high end, of where your ideal water temperature should be. So if you've ever had a cup of coffee that you didn't like, there's so many different things that could contribute to that, but sticking with just a very basic and easy one to control if you're doing it at home, which hopefully you are, is again that water temperature. So again, if you've had a cup of coffee that maybe came out with more of a sour taste to it, it could be that your water temperature was under that 195 degrees. So that's one thing that you can check. On the flip side, if you've had a very bitter tasting cup of coffee, especially from certain coffee shops that are very popular and convenient, they're known for brewing, they're super, super hot, well over 205 degrees. Again, that'll give you that more bitter taste. And while again, there are many things that can contribute to that sour or bitter or less than pleasant taste of coffee, water temperature is just a very simple one. So I was just curious where you guys are at with that, what you do. Do you measure, your actual temperature? Do you have a little thermometer in there? Do you have a special kettle? Whether you do, again, different brew methods, which we'll get into later. But for now, another secondary thing with the water is what kind of water you're using, whether you do spring water, bottled, do you just use filtered water, do you use tap water? All those things will contribute to your overall taste. Ideally, if you could get that nice spring water, those little minerals that are still in there are great. Distilled water is definitely not one that you want to use because again, it's too sterile and you're getting, you don't have those nice little mineral deposits, they're still in the water. So you still want some of those. Again, in my opinion, that's what I like. But yeah, and then also what temperature do you drink your coffee? Now, this is not again for the cold brews that are out there. This is for your hot coffee drinkers. Do you have a preference on how hot your coffee is when you actually drink it? So again, there's the brewing temperature of your water and then how do you actually drink it? I like mine, again, I brew mine at 201 degrees. That's my water temperature. I drink mine right around, 140, 145 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what is good for me. That's how I like it. Now, I know there's a lot of you that like it really hot. I don't like to burn my tongue, so that's kind of my little sweet spot. And I don't I don't take the temperature of the coffee when I'm going to drink it. I have before just for the sake of knowing what it's at, but I don't do that. I go with just what feels right. But by now, I've kind of been doing it long enough and drinking it long enough that I figured out what that is. So I'm just curious for those of you who are avid coffee drinkers, what is your temperature like? So how hot is your water when you brew it and what do you drink it at? So love to hear back from you. Again, I'm going to be releasing kind of these quick, simple, short videos, especially during this time when we're all stuck at home, a lot of us in this interesting, scary quarantine time, just some fun little off-topic videos that hopefully keep us distracted and help with the stress that's floating around out there. But cheers to a great cup of coffee. And of course, a great cup of coffee starts with wonderful beans, freshly roasted. So check it out at Tassa's Coffee by Delicia. And thanks for the love and support. Cheers.